Welcome to Teachers PIEdcast. We, pre-service teachers, are here to persuade, influence, and empower the youth to become instruments for a better tomorrow. So stay tuned and be ready to hear from us every Friday.
Hi, welcome to Teachers PIEdcast. Good evening to all our listeners out there. I personally want to thank you for listening to our podcast last week and for joining us here today. We're really glad you're here. It's episode 2 na! Woohoo! Introducing your host for tonight's episode. I'm Teach Ave.
I'm Teach Elly.
I'm Teach Mariz. Okay, so online learning is very tough, especially sa akin the first year. It's hard, it's new, but I think we survived naman. And I think the same sa inyo po, Teach Elly and Teach Ave. Like,
That's
your
right.
experience.
Totoo, grabe nga, no? And hearing from our first episode, grabe, sobra na-miss ko even yung hardships na experience ko ng first episode. Kasi yun talaga yung mga pinag-usapan nila. And grabe, mas lalo kong na-miss yung maging student in MC, as in really going to school. Grabe, na-miss ko talaga yun. Na-miss ko being with people, having those activities with all of you. So, ayun, I want to go back to school.
Totoo yan, Teach Elly and Teach Mariz. Sobrang nostalgic talaga ng first episode. Like, yung mga pupuntahan nating lugar doon, like the pillars, or sa locker area, kung saan dumating lahat ng college students. But let's dive into our topic for this episode.
That's true. So, ayun na nga, diba? Ang bagong topic natin for this episode is, where do you see yourself in college? So, ayun nga, pag-uusapan natin yung college. Kasi ito yung future marker natin, ito yung last stage natin na students before we enter the working force. Ito na talaga yung, parang, di naman sa last journey, pero ito na yung mostly magpe-prepare sa'yo sa future mo. Kaya, ayun, alam ko na like me, diba? And even you, even all the other people, nahirapan din sila kasi ang scary talaga din ng thought kasi this is your last. Kaya ang pag-uusapan natin dito is what or why or how natin pinili yung course natin and also the college that we are in. So ayun again, everybody that's out there, mga listeners natin, I am again Teach Elly and I'm an incoming 4th year in Miriam College. I'm taking Bachelor of Early Childhood Education or what we call BECE. So, paano nga ba ako napunta dito? Nung senior high ako, I was undecided. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung gusto kong kunin. Though I know na of all the strands, Humes yung gusto ko. So, yun yung kinuha ko. I enjoyed studying in Humes, pero the question remained pa din, saan ako pupunta after Humes? So, I consulted my professors back then. Tapos sabi nga nila na, I'm good with kids daw. I'm good with teaching. Kasi yun yung palagi kong ginagawa. I was always tutoring my classmates as well. So sabi nila, why not try it out? So ayun, upon doing it, upon researching it, it really, dun ko na nahanap yung passion ko, yung pagmamahal ko. Kaya sabi ko, sige, yun na ako. Tapos, ayun, I stumbled upon MC sa Miriam College sa pag-research ko, saan nga ba maganda i-take yung course na gusto ko. So kahit na may dream school ako before, meron din siya nung course na gusto ko. Pero mas maganda kasi yung offer ng NC. So me, back in senior high, I wanted to be smarter. I wanted to go where I think I would grow more as a person and as a future teacher. And I never regretted that decision until today. Kumano kayo mga ka-teach ko?
Ako, Teach Mariz and Teach Elly, MC is actually my first choice. O, diba? Kasi, diba? Out of all nung university, especially the Big Four, shout out to my general academics dyan, classmates. Kasi they were asking me, bakit Miriam lang in-applyan mo? Sabi ko, bakit naman hindi? Actually, before kasi nung senior high, lagi kong tinatanong sarili ko, what do I really want to take in college? I'm confused na gusto ko mag-psych nung una, psychology course, pero kasi, diba, it all starts with the child, yung development ng bata, it all starts there.
Yes.
Na nag-research ako, sa Miriam College na they offer pala ng education course, sabi ko, why not try, di ba? Give it a shot. And then, right now, here I am. Sobra ko kasing na-inspire sa mom ko. She's an alumna of Miriam College and she graduated there back in 2001.
Wow!
Kaya nung time na yon, sabi ko kay mom and dad, Mom, Dad, gusto ko mag-Miriam. Dito na lang ako. And then, here I am with you. Ka-Teach Mariz. Was MC your first choice?
Okay, ka-Teach Abe, ka-Teach Elly, like, na-inspire ako sa mga sinabi ninyo as my ates din na yung experience nyo ganun. Sa akin din, like, it's my top 3 and cycle 2 na kasi ako nag-start. So, talagang online lahat. So, because of some reasons din, because may mga pinagkakaabalahan din ako in other co-curricular, I think. And yun, but the flow is good and mabilis lang siya na process. That's what I want in MC. It is so flowing, it is so good, and at the same time, our chairperson is so good. Lahat, actually, I can say that all the people, halos lahat, is very kind-hearted and very, even the guidance counselor, the professors, and all. And basta yung process ko okay, and at the same time, ngayon, okay naman din as na nag-study ako. So, yun.
Wow! So nice to hear that, Teacher Mariz, no? So I heard, actually, that you're taking the first other course that we have in MC, which is elementary education. Is that right?
Yes, ka-Teach Elly. Like, unlike you, your early childhood, right? So, it's more on like for more younger children. So, I'm just happy that sa elementary ako kasi like, I want to focus more on grade 3 to 6. So, medyo like higher na mga, but it's just the same. It's just like, na-inspire din ako sa early childhood kasi may mga, especially may subject tayo na teaching profession sa ibang mga classmates ko. Like, it's happy din kasi the same lang naman siya that you both really focus on the children. Focus on, and I'm very inspired coming from you, my ates, to hear those words na yun din, may struggles din kayo sa pagpili. Kahit di naman ako, but at the same time, like, we do choose this school and this program that will help us.
Wow, thank you for that.
Ka-Teach Elly and Ka-Teach Mariz, I just want to share also bakit nga ako napunta sa College of Education. Kasi nga, way back, siguro 2019, I went to this donation center for cancer patients.
Ooh.
And there, sobra akong nabigla kasi imagine other students there, children, siguro newborn babies rin. They were sick already and they wanted to study. And then that inspired me to go into College of Education kasi I want to teach them someday or provide education to them para naman, di ba, they're fighting for their lives pero grateful pa rin sila that they're still breathing and being able to study.
Such an inspiring story to teach Eve.
Yeah.
Alam nyo ba, everybody, ang dami actually ganyan sa College of Education in Miriam College. There's so many people like a Teach Eve that have such a golden heart. Like, grabe yung mga background stories nila, why they chose to study in MCM. Ka-Teach Eve is just one of them. I'm very thankful to have you with us. So, ayun na nga, no? Like, bakit nga ba ako nag-stay in MC? So, to share with everybody, wala tayong pen and paper test. Hindi yun yung finals natin palagi. Di ba? Like, hindi nagsusurround doon yung curriculum natin na every midterm or finals, magpe-pen and paper test tayo. So, ang focus ng College of Education in Miriam is to do PBL. So, dun talaga nakaikot yung curriculum natin. So, ayun. I want to hear your experience nyo doing PBL.
Ako, Ka-Teach Mariz and Ka-Teach Elly, doing PBL makes me like grow more about myself as a student. Kasi, di ba, sa PBL kasi or project-based learning, dito tayo natin na-express yung sarili natin to create different outputs na pwede natin rin i-share to our family and friends, lalo na pag student congress. How about you, Ka-Teach Mariz? Were you able to experience na rin ba ang PBL?
Actually, hindi pa, kaya I'm grateful to hear from Ka-Teach Ave and Ka-Teach Elly, my ates, like, kayo may PBL, and it's good to hear that na nanonood din ako sa inyo actually nung nag-represent kayo. I do support you all. It's like, yeah, I do support you all, and dun ko na naisip na I hope I can have that. And I think, sabi naman ni chairperson as stated ni Ate Elly or Ka-Teach Elly that magkakaroon din naman kami. But ngayon, like, it's okay kasi starting pa lang naman ng elementary education, but I'm also happy to you all na may PBL kayo, and if wala pa, I will always support all of you.
Pero kasi, curious ako, ano nga ba difference ng Bachelor of Early Childhood Education sa course namin and sa course mo na Bachelor of Elementary Education?
Exactly.
Okay. So, like, di ba sa early childhood, it's more on like grade, I think it's younger, like the kindergarten or the children. Yeah. Sa amin kasi like the grade 3 to 6. So, medyo higher na siya. And at the same time, different din sa subject. Kasi nga, like, I think general subject yung focus namin. Tapos sa inyo may focus na certain subject. And at the same time, it has similarity in terms of loving children. So, I think hindi naman siya ganun ka-huge na may pagka-different. It's just like we have just different names and different grades, but it's still loving children, and yes.
That's great to hear. How about Ka-Teach Elly? Can you share something more about Bachelor of Early Childhood Education?
Sure thing, Ka-Teach Ave. So, ayun na nga, na-mention namin, no? So, for the College of Education in Miriam, we only have the 2 courses as of the moment. So, that's Bachelor of Early Childhood Education and Elementary Education, which Ka-Teach Mariz is going through as of the moment. So, in Early Childhood Education, so wala din kaming focus subject, wala kaming major ganun. What happens in ECE, Early Childhood Education, is that naka-focus kami on actually really learning or getting to know the child, really creating teaching styles and also environments that would suit each one, kasi naniniwala kami that there is no one way to teach. Especially, di ba, all of us are unique. We have our own like personalities, learning style. So, ayun yun, like continuously making us think on how we could be very versatile as a teacher, very flexible. So, ayun. So, that's ECE for everybody. And, ayun nga, no, aside from that, syempre, hindi lang naman College of Education ang meron ng Miriam. Can you share to us, Ka-Teach Mariz, ano pa yung mga ibang colleges meron?
Meron tayo like the College of Business and the College of like Accountancy, and I think Ka-Teach Aveona will more explain that because as a first year, like, it's kind of new to me. So yeah,
Yes, Ka-Teach Mariz. So in Miriam, we have 3 different departments. We have CAS, which is College of Arts and Sciences, CBEA for College of Entrepreneurship, Business, and Accountancy, and of course, SED, also known as College of Education.
There we go, no? So, ayan, sa mga gustong tumingin na ibang course, syempre, because maybe education is not for you, there are actually really other courses. There are a lot of courses available in Miriam College. Ayun. Thank you so much, mga ka-teach, for sharing those to me. So, ano pa yung mga other experiences nyo while staying here? Bakit nga ba kayo nag-stay in MC?
Ako, why I stayed in MC, it's because of the people. Sa totoo lang, Ka-Teach Mariz, if you will be able soon to experience the face-to-face setup, kakaiba yung experience pagkasama mo ang mga ates natin from 30s, 40s, and us years. Siyempre, we're one family and onti lang kasi rin tayo. So, better rin na, we're united as one. There were times rin na during college week, sobrang favorite ko yun. lagi kami magkakasama. There are times magkakasalubong kami sa hallway. Uy, tara! Anong tawag dun sa ride na yun, Ate Elly?
Yung anchors away!
Ayun. So, there was this time nga na parang nagkayaan sa Anchors Away and then nagkasya lahat ng 30 students doon from College of Education. So, alam mo yun, sobrang nakakamiss lang yung mga ganun. And then there was also this time na bili ng blockmates ko nung cheese sticks. Vendor, actually kasama namin si Teach Elly. Nasa field kami ng Miriam. And bigla lumapit yung vendor sa amin, Teach Mariz. Sabi niya, ma'am, sa inyo na lang po to. Free na ang cheese stick sa inyo.
Nice. Nice to hear that.
Do you remember that, Teach Elly?
Totoo! Kaya alam mo, Teach Mariz and all of our listeners, kapag nasa Miriam ka, or even in the College of Education, hindi lang yung puso mo yung tataba sa pagmamahal ng maraming tao eh. Pati ikaw mismo. Ang
Nice.
sarap ng pagkain. Tapos laging may pagkain. Like, I think it's been a culture na in MC, no? Na lagi tayo may food stalls, whatever there is in school. So naalala ko nga, isa pa sa mga yearly things, aside from our college week na mention mo, meron tayong tinatawag na play. Pero last year nga lang, because of also the pandemic and the number of students that we have, hindi tayo nagkaroon ng play. So, nung first year ako, meron kami, tawag namin sa kanya is likot. So, kapag nag-play, it's really like you acting like talaga mag-i-invite kayo ng mga tao, usually children. We had children on our second day kasi 3 days kami nag-present. We were telling different stories and it was such a privilege that year wherein yung stories that we told in our play were stories made by students at the College of Education. So, ganun, di ba? Like, lahat ng, yung mga stories na yun na pinesent namin is also their outputs when they did project-based learning.
Wow.
Kaya nakikita ko talaga, sobrang na-inspire ako to stay kasi yung outputs ko, hindi lang siya para sa classroom. Ang layo na nararating ng outputs natin that we're doing PBL.
Alam nyo, Teach Elly and Teach Abe, like, it makes me feel like excited talaga sa mga naririnig ko coming from you. And it's so fun to hear that na mga adventure nyo, mga experiences nyo. And I hope I feel the same too. And I think I can. And if it's will, it's so fun to hear. And I'm having fun, like, hearing those words from you. Looking forward for that.
Mga ka-teach, gusto ko lang rin i-share na I actually have 2 blockmates na lumipat sa Miriam College.
Oh.
Ooh.
Both same and different at the same time kasi sabi nila kaya sila pumasok ng Miriam dahil sa quality of education that they provide and yung course na education is good for good environment sa Miriam College. And then, sabi rin nila sa akin, nung nakakausap ko sila, na simula na pumasok sila ng Miriam, they were able to learn, grow, and develop all throughout their stay in Miriam.
Nakakatuwa, no? This one of the things talaga, the blessing, yung outputs, outcomes ng lahat ng pinagdadaanan natin while studying. We actually enjoy more kasi through our curriculum or how Miriam College is handling our classes, mas madalas hindi mo feel na nag-aaral ka. Feel mo you're really like doing what you're meant to do.
Yes.
So ayun, and Teach Mariz, you were able to mention na sana nga, di ba ma-experience mo din.
Yes,
I'm actually
sana.
very, di ba? I'm very hopeful for you and sa mga nakikinig sa atin na gusto din nilang mag-take ng LM or elementary education like Teach Mariz. Actually, ganito yan. So, since this school year daw kasi, may puro kayo general subjects, right?
Yes.
Ayun. So, kapag general subjects, ito yung mga subjects na kunin yung lahat, no matter your course, lahat-lahat tayo ma-experience natin pag-aralan yung mga subjects na yun. So, since puro pa tayo gen subjects in your first year, kapag next year ka na, you have more major subjects. Kapag major subjects, ito yung mga subjects na nakaikot na talaga, like really meant for your course. Doon nakakapag-PBL ka na din. And I'm so excited for you. So, ano yung mga feel mong pag-aalala mo or magagawa mo whenever that you'll be experiencing it na?
I think, of course, the PBL, yung mag-present ako, like you, like, I really love presenting. Talagang ano rin ako showy in my ideas. Yun. And at the same time, the subject talaga na focus na sa amin. And it's grateful na hindi na lang general subject. And I'm looking forward for that. And I'm just happy sa talk natin. And yeah, I'm so happy right now. I hope you feel the same too. And
Siyempre!
Of course!
Ka-teach Mariz, ka-teach Elly. Wait, may tanong ako. Kasi ako, di ba ka-teach Mariz, you want to be a teacher?
yeah.
Ka-teach Elly, you want to be a teacher also?
Pagiging teacher na, you mean? Let's claim it!
You claim it?
Me also, I want to be a teacher. Kaya ngayon, gusto kong itanong rin sa mga teachers natin out there, how to be you po?
I like that question. Parang gusto ko yung sagot dyan. Ano
Sa
yun?
video.
To our dear listeners, tune in to our next episode. Follow our social media accounts, Spotify and Anchor, Teachers PIEdcast, Facebook, Miriam College Teachers PIEdcast, YouTube Teachers PIEdcast, Instagram, and TikTok at Teachers PIEdcast.
So, ayun na nga. Please, pakitatak na yan sa utak nyo. Take notes of it. Alam nyo na, Teachers PIE, okay? Search us everywhere. So, ayun. Thank you so much, everybody that has given us their time. Those who listen, those who would watch in our video in YouTube. Maraming salamat po for giving us your time and listening to us. So, ayun na nga. Again, I'm ka-teach Elly.
I'm ka-teach Mariz.
And I'm ka-teach Eve.
Kami ang
Guro ng
Kinabukasan. Thank you and bye!
Goodbye!